Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Mahomes' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll run with Patterson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Rodgers setting up the screen for Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes going to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw is caught here by Anderson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This from 32 yards away. Prater's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes out to the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play. Middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cook up the gut. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left. And coughed it up. And the Jets have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They fake the give. Now Rodgers finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll run with Cook, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Johnson's got it complete. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 4.
Now a play fake. Rodgers being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers found his target. It's Anderson.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Funches has it complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Fadarian Mathis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, after...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
When he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
All right.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
26.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Browns first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
On play action, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Rosas' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete to Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Rodgers looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On second down, Cook. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Rodgers.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.